Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez told Senator Ted Cruz that his resignation is 84 days past due as the two sparred over the influx of migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border. I hate covering immigration so much. The encounter occurred on Twitter. Of course, it always happens there, where Ocasio-Cortez was explaining that she faced bipartisan opposition to improving conditions at the U.S.-Mexico border. She called out Ted Cruz types who are taking trips to the border, but had voted for policies that help create the problem. And the fact is, a lot of Ted Cruz types who are now going down to meet refugee children in boats outfitted with machine guns are the ones who helped create this problem in the first place. Ocasio-Cortez further tweeted, "For all those who are brand new to this and only care about cages on a partisan basis, catch up. We've been fighting our own party on immigration for a long time. This is the result of Congress endlessly dumping money into CBP/ICE cages versus humane policy." Yeah, they've been funding this nonsense since the Bush era. That tweet led Cruz to respond, "AOC explains the real Dem position, abolish ICE, full open borders, which would make the Biden border crisis even worse." She says nothing else works. Really, last year we had the lowest illegal immigration in 45 years. This year we have the highest in 20 years. I'm going to actually look that up. I don't think that's true. Again, I'm not going to dispute. I don't know. But this continues. Now I know for a fact that she instigated, because usually AOC will say something and then all the Republicans who are trying to get name recognition off of going after her, like Yoho, will respond, like they'll throw themselves into something she's saying. Ocasio-Cortez then hit back at Cruz, calling him out for his February trip to Cancun, Mexico, as his state was dealing with extreme winter weather. She also said Cruz funded cages, expanded cages, and yet you're complaining about cages. You have no policy, just puff. Maybe Mexico shouldn't let you in the next time you try to run away from your job to sip umbrella drinks in Cancun, she tweeted. A reminder that your resignation is 84 days past due at least. Oh my God. Listen, I'm not the biggest AOC fan in the world. That's why I try to not talk about her as much as some of my contemporaries. But that was a really good response. And, it's really irritating to see somebody like Cruz who, like, this is my thing about immigration, okay? None of the Democrats, whether they're progressive, moderate, whatever, have called for open borders. Some of them want to get rid of ICE because they don't like the cages thing. But no one is saying, let's just have illegal immigrants just come here with no protection. And it's even stupider when you remember that ICE is a relatively new program. It's only been around for like the past 10 years or so, which means there were literally decades of illegal immigration without having ICE. So it's not just you get rid of this program that for a long time didn't exist while this issue wasn't as big of a deal as it is now. And it's going to just become this rampant zone for illegal immigrants coming in from the sky. And the other thing is, it's so crazy to see him talking about the Biden border crisis when, again, Democrats and Republicans predominantly have been pretty bipartisan on supporting these tough restrictions on illegal immigrants. For example, George W. deported 2 million illegal immigrants. Obama, his immediate successor as president, deported 2 million, a little bit more. He actually became the president who deported the most illegal immigrants of all time. It was about 400,000 per year. So I don't know what he's talking about, the Biden border crisis. But see, it goes back to this thing of they have to actually convince people that there's been this big change in policy, and there hasn't. Still bombing the same 7 countries, still treating immigrants like trash. It's hilarious. And so was AOC's response to Cancun Cruz, whose resignation is 80-something days overdue.